Hi, this is a video about my new Python package called Data Squirrel that is a new way to code in Python. This is an impromptu video, don't have a script, so pardon me. It's the weekend, just got done coding this all up. Wanted to explain how to use this. So, problem statement is, ever been coding and been like, I really want to save this piece of data and I want this variable, this string or integer or something from this data to be data permanent, but the overhead to do that is really a lot. Well, what if you could code in Python using a new method that I'm calling infrastructure as code for Python, or also codeless Python is another term that I'm playing around with. I kind of like codeless Python in that this YAML file here is an example of a definition of a Python class. Now, say that, you know what, I'll do that first. So, this is originally developed the software for RNA stuff. Then morphed into what if everybody else could use it. So the demo here is RNA data. You can really, I'm gonna just show you. I'm gonna run this real quick, and then we're gonna go walk through building an entire Python class that will be able to store any string in data permanence and fully IntelliSense path completion. When you're in Python doing auto complete, it'll show up, and basically you make a little template project here that you can call, and you can assign these values, and you can, as you're going through, you assign a value to something within that object and something within that class, and then you can call it back. And I have it coded up to always returned underscore returned with strings. This is currently the most viable product, or the minimum viable product right now, of Data Squirrel, in that right now it only supports strings. But if you can encode it as a string, then you can pull it out, you can massage the data later, so it is usable for a lot. So, I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to create an API file dynamically through automation. And we're going to create this API file with all these calls is going to be dynamically generated. And we're doing that in this working folder here, which is a different folder than this. So you can see that we're in dev data here, and this is in data net deployment template, so different spaces. So now we're going to go into the test, and Now we're going to first generate this file. Sorry, I'm resizing these windows because I like them to be sized a certain way. Sometimes I spend like an hour resizing my windows just to get them right while I code, to get the right perspective. But all right, so here we have we're generating a single API file. We're calling this new pack RNA structure is the name of the structure. So that's the name of the class. Data squirrel has structures because it's, you try to keep it a little bit different from Python so the naming doesn't conflict. But not structure name is the name of the class. The YAML config path is the path to this file here. So I'm going to copy path. See how that's deleted. Copy path again. Alright. And then the file name, we're going to save it in this folder as RNA newpack API.py. And then this the unit testing is going to assert and check that that file exists. So here we're going to run it. And now it exists. And in this folder, it's not, this file doesn't work because there's no data squirrel installed here. So we're going to copy this file. Well, first we're going to go over here. This is already here, but we're going to delete that. Now we're going to run this second unit test that actually tests the call. It failed. So we need to make a pass, as good test-driven development does. And now we're going to drop it in this template in the project folder. And you can see that everything works and it resolves because I've already installed, I've already pip installed the Data Squirrel project. The Data Squirrel project is currently only available on GitHub. It will be on PyPy soon, but you can get it from my GitHub repo, and I encourage forking because there's a lot of things you can do with the routing in this. So now that that file's there, I'm going to go back here and we're going to test it again. And it passes. And so we sent this RNA sequence. We set RNA strand, primary structure strand. So that's a RNA term, but that's the RNA strand of the primary structure. We set it to that. Then I retrieved it, and I got AUDGCA returned. Okay, so now start a timer. This shouldn't take us that long. This should only take us about less than 5 minutes probably to do this next part. Start a timer. So this is something I enjoy doing with my partner when I demoed this. Random class v1.py. No, sorry. .yaml. So the nut structure is the entry. The database stuff isn't really needed right now. In the future, it's going to go to a database. Right now, it goes to a file, but that's defined in different ways. It's kind of left over. So you have to do a nut declaration. This declares all your classes in there. So just make this quick and make sure I can do it right. because formatting is right is important. And then you have the main structure, which is the main nut structure. So we're just going to copy this. So the instructions have a sample one of these that you just fill in stuff. So let's make a class we're going to store data about cars. Just random fun stuff. Cars. Car info. And the nut has to have containers, so this is all based on squirrels. Actually, I don't think I said to that. Squirrels have nuts and caches, so each nut has all this information in it. That's why it's a nut. So, a car has, let's see here, it has doors. So yeah, we want a class. We're going to declare that we're going to have a class called door. We're also going to have a class called seat. Going to have a class called cushion, because, you know, seats have cushions. I don't know if I've spelled that right. Probably didn't, because I have dyslexia. It's really bad, and I always get razz for my spelling, but that's probably not right, and it's bothering me. So how about pad? Pad is for the seat. Door. You know what? Also, doors have handles. Okay, so we have the name of this is going to be car doors, and it's a container of object type doors. And then we're going to have another container, and so the nut always has to be the nut only has containers. Just that way right now. I want to fix that later, and so handles, the car has handles, which is a container handles. Alright, so we're just going to start with those two. Alright, so now we're going to define the makeup of each of those containers. So, container door, it has name handle. Oh no, wait, no wait. Door has handles. Seats. Car doors, seat. And now, door has, that's a container. Door has handles, and so I'm going to call that handles. And also a fun name, which is actually a value. And that's a string. So now you know what? Let's do this a little quicker just because I don't want to go through all this. So let's just do door Door handles. Doors handles. Alright, so now another container. Define handles. And handles has a side. And that's a string. And then it has a also has a fun name, and that's also a string. We're gonna save that. So now this should be a fully formed definition file here. Close this. So we're gonna go in here, random class v1, copy path. So copy path. Let's call this car struck. So, car demo. There we go. Car demo. And the path to that is there. And let's call that car demo API. And we're going to verify that car demo API exists afterwards. Let's run that. Alright, there's car demo API. Let's copy that over to our project. And now we're going to go and we're going to add a test case. Find test car demo. We're going to add this RNA strand dot car demo API import car demo. So now we take that car demo, car var is, we're going to call that call var1. Okay, that sounds fun. And our working folder is still the same working folder. And now that doesn't work anymore, so we're going to call that car. So our API is there. How long has it been? It's been 9 minutes. Okay, I was wrong. Not 5 minutes. Sorry. Under 10 minutes. Your API is ready in under 10 minutes. Now we're going to use this. We're going to go car. What did we say? It had a door. Had car doors. Oh, no, you got to call it the car info. Yeah, so car demo is the base class of car. Car info is the one I generated. This always gets me hung up. There's a lot going on. So car dot car doors dot what did we say? Handles. Car door handles is side. Car door handle side is a string. Okay, so car door handle side equals left. And car car doors dot. What else was car doors? Had car doors dot fun name equals favorite. So now we're gonna assert that that is right. Now remember, it's always underscore returned. And now it passed. And let's go over here. We have carver and look at the files. Favorite and left. And that's the addressing. Now, here's where demo of data permanence. I'm gonna comment this out. Save. Run it again. It still passed because that data is there. Watch this. I did this a little bit earlier. You see this one, secret strand? Forgot what I used for it. So this was saved earlier. So let's access. So let's test access old data. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna say, okay, we want to load secret strand. Now we're loading a variable name that already exists. Same working folder. And now we're going to just assert, just right off the bat, RNA strand dot primary structure dot strand equals I'm just gonna right off the bat so we're now using this data and it passed. So we just accessed our old data that we left there earlier. And that is no code Python. This demo took us 15 minutes. A little under 15 minutes. Well, 14 minutes and 30 seconds. And in that 14 minutes and 30 seconds, we wrote a fully functional Python class that auto-completes. And right now, if we were to build this, it would be a fully usable package, pip installable package that you could use with any application that you wanted to save data about cars. And it took you 15 minutes to code it up. So, data squirrel. More to come. Please fork it and come up with your own stuff. Pull requests. Love to fork stuff back. I want the community to make this a lot better than I could do myself. Thank you. Have a nice day.